Hello. I wanted to just do a short little bit here about deputy husbands. I don't really have a whole lot more to say than what you've got in the narrative text of your lecture, but sometimes it's helpful to hear it in one of these short little videos. So I want to just kind of tell you a little bit about deputy husbands, as well as give you that little bit of text that you have. So in the colonial period, if when you're looking at the lecture, there's a discussion of coverture in the section under tobacco brides, right? And what coverture is when a woman gets married in the colonial period, and actually this is going to persist for much longer than that, but when she gets married, by law, she's covered by her husband. This is the idea of coverture. She's covered. She owns no property now. She has she didn't really have much of a political voice before, but her identity is completely made up in her husband. If she is not married, which is really unlikely in the colonial period, or if she's a widow, she's femme sole. So when a woman's husband leaves, now he could think about colonial period. If a woman's married to a merchant, right? Maybe he has to go to England to get supplies. It takes 3 months to get to England on a boat. It's going to take another 3 months to get back. Plus, you got to be in England for a little while getting the supplies. So, I mean, that means that the merchant's gone for a good 6 months. And you can't just have the economy stop for 6 months. So what they do in the instance of a husband's absence is a woman can serve as his deputy. She can serve in his place. So while he's gone, she can make contracts. She can give out loans. She can take out a loan. And when he comes back, he can't say, oh, that was a bad business decision. I'm not going to accept. No. I didn't agree that you could take out that loan. So we don't have to pay that loan back. He can't do that. If she takes out a loan when he's gone, when he comes back, they still have to pay back that loan. So whatever decisions she makes in his absence, whatever decisions she makes as his deputy, those decisions are binding. They exist and cannot be challenged by him. And so this is why deputy husbands is an example of women having some agency in spite of, where we find them in the colonial period. Now, remember, this agency only comes to them as wives. They have to be a wife to get this power. But if she's going to be good in this role as a deputy husband, we have to assume that she knows what's happening about the business or whatever role she's taking in his absence. She has to have some knowledge of what's happening while he's there too. Now, he's not going to admit this. She can't exercise any of that authority when he's there. She can't take out a loan. She can't make loans when he's there. But she must have some understanding of how that works, right? Because she couldn't just figure it out, boom, when he's gone, and then kind of forget it when he comes back. And so this is another example of how just, if we just kind of think through how this must have worked. Privately, she also must have some, I don't know if we want to go quite so far to say that she's got some say privately, even when he's there, but certainly she has some knowledge privately while he's there, if she's going to be a good deputy husband in his absence. So in this way, the role of deputy husband gives women agency. I mean, they get it straight out, right, when he's not there. But more than likely, they're also having some, at least knowledge, if not some voice privately, so that they can be effective deputy husbands in his absence. All right, I hope that kind of helped further elaborate on some of the text that you have about deputy husband. Again, if you've got any questions, you can always send me an email, or you can put that question in the overall class discussion board, and I can answer it there for you. Take care.